Hi everyone, this is Rachel and I'm here with another process video. Today I'm starting right off the bat by making a pretty big mistake, but I'll get to that in a minute or two. Right now what I've started to use is the Chamel line. I don't have a lot of this line. In fact, I don't even have a full sheet of paper. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting off a bit of this diagonal line paper, which is from the Herschel line, and I'm going to take this cardstock and try to piece together a 12 by 12 piece of paper. I am trying to do this on camera and then I end up having to move it off camera a little bit. I really should have just moved the camera around, but I just wasn't thinking about. If you hear a little tapping, my dog has decided to join me in here and she's trying to walk around the ground and her little nails just click on the floor. Anyway, so I go ahead and use washi tape to hold the back down on one side. And then, once I get that done, I'm going to go ahead and put the washi on in a second or so. I'm going to put washi tape on the front to hold the other side down, but I forget I chose this washi tape because it sticks really well, and so you'll see what happens in about 30 seconds when I do that. So while I'm talking, I'm going to go ahead and share with you, this is what I do is I do what I call a mini kit. I group together pattern papers I like, and with the photos I've had printed, I print mine in batches from Persnickety Prints. And so what ends up happening is I put those with the papers I like, and then I go through that stack in that little box in the upper right hand corner. So I'm going to take a break in that story because in just a few seconds I'm going to, here we go, I'm going to take this off and rip my cardstock. I was not happy with myself. You can see it right there. So what I did was I took, after I cut these little edges off, I took the Thermo Web sticky dots and stuck it down. And that worked great. You could not tell. I actually ended up sticking something on top of it, that area, but that worked perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and use the sticky dots to hold down the rest of that cardstock to my striped paper. So getting back to what I was talking about before, the little mini kits, I mean, they're not kits. I don't gather embellishments. I don't gather sketches. I kind of draw my own little mini sketches, like very basic sketches. And I put them in that box in the upper right hand corner. I was very happy I finally finished that and got it all down. That was the hand motion there, sorry. So once I do that, I start my next grouping of photos. So what I'm doing now is I am pulling out the rest of the Chamel collection I have. That crosshatch paper, that is the back side of the 3x4 journaling cards. I don't remember what that paper is called. I cut off the branding strip a while back. I pulled out my Hero Arts wet cement ink just to ink the edges there, and the blue paper is the back side of that diagonal stripe Herschel paper that I have. So I'm doing that, and I have two 4x6 horizontal photos that I'm going to be using on today's layout. My niece was part of the John Philip Sousa New England Division Honors Band that was up in Maine last year, and they do it every other year, and she was accepted last year. So these photos, these are actually the professional photos that were taken. They were 9x12 photos. They're huge. And so I just scanned them and printed them at 4x6. I took the last two pieces of the Webster Pages vellum from the Strawberry Fields collection and tucked those behind on each end. And now I'm taking this tone-on-tone triangle piece, and that is also from the Chamel collection, and I just added those at each of the sections. And then I took this frame from crepe paper, and I really wish I hadn't put that up on the top, but it's there and I can't move it, so if I've been thinking I would have done it differently. So what I'm doing now is I'm just putting all my pieces of paper together, and because I have so many layers of different shapes and sizes. Oh, and then of course I had forgotten to ink something, which I always do. So I'm just going from front to back in each section, gluing it down as I go. And that other part of that frame is actually going to go down to the bottom. At first I'm going to try to mimic the top and do it on the diagonal paper. Sorry, forgot the word diagonal. And but then I don't like it there. But I'm going to then move it up to right underneath the photo, and it ends up basically covering my little error anyways. So I try to do that, and I realize it's too long. And then even with it shorter, I didn't care for it down there. So I go ahead and I tuck that under there. And I go ahead and glue down the top part. And it's fine. I don't hate it or anything. It's just looking at it when I was finished, I was kind of like, ugh, I wish I hadn't done it right there. But it's fine. So I go ahead and make sure everything's glued down. And now I'm going to go ahead and get the die cut pack from the Chamel line. And I originally was going to use some silver accents. You can see the Heidi swapped silver stickers off to the right there. So I didn't want to pull anything that had the gold in it. I ended up not using the silver. So I kind of wish I'd used the gold, I'll be honest. There is a lot of different musical items in this die cut pack, so I'm going to use that big Feel the Music die cut. And we traveled up to Maine for this performance. So I grabbed the 2 pieces of luggage die cut and I layered them over. I layered over the one that says going down to London town. Now there is another, on that red suitcase, there is another London sticker, and I just cover over that with another sticker. Because we're not going to London, and I didn't think I needed to just save that for if we ever do go to London. So I'm seeing if those will work, and I just don't like them. So I pull out this Dear Lizzie sticker pack. I don't know who decided that perforated stickers was the way to go, but I absolutely dislike it so much. I end up always having to cut off all the edges of the stickers. So I went ahead and did that and grabbed this sticker that says Laugh and Play. And I'm going to keep looking in there to see if there's anything else that will work, but nothing in that one works. There's plenty of really cute stickers in there, but they're either too big for what I was looking for, or they weren't the right color. So I looked through this for a little bit, and then I go and I grab the Amy Tangerine Remarks Noteworthy one, and I find this watercolory arrow with pinks and oranges, and I just stick it in between those 2 photos, basically because there was this weird paper gap, so I just wanted to cover that up. And then I go ahead and I grab this flare from Freckled Fawn. It says She, and it has a crown on it. And then I go and get my puffy stickers, and basically I'm just going to be putting a couple of different puffy stickers in 2 of the 3 embellishment areas. And these are all from Evalicious, and I use a combination of hearts and stars. And I think that's it. Yeah, hearts and stars. And I do use 2 different packs because I wanted to bring that black in and also the blue up. So then I get these shoebox stickers for part of my title. My title's going to be JPS Honor Band, and the JPS is what I use. The shoebox, they're a black glitter. They are very, very old. They are not sticky at all. And then for Honor Band, I use the Tim Holtz typewriter square stickers, and so it's a nice quick title. And next I'm going to be putting my journaling there, but I'm printing it out and I just don't have it printed out yet. I'm having printer issues. I grabbed this Freckled Fawn paper clip and I put that right there, and I add a pop dot under that paper just to keep the paper clip from falling out. I was afraid it was going to slip right out. And now I'm getting my enamel dots, which is taking me a little while, so I apologize for that. But I'm going through, and I'm going to grab a yellow one, a pink one, and a turquoisey aqua one, and do a mix of each in the upper corner, down in the middle by the arrow sticker, and then down by the Feel the Music die cut. And this is pretty much going to be the end of my layout. I don't do any close-ups because these are a lot of kids I don't know. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Thanks a lot, guys, for all your comments and your likes. I really, really appreciate it. It's nice to know that people enjoy what I'm doing. Have a great day.